That's final.
TV types ready? All right, Coach, go right ahead.
Okay. Well, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. It was a great locker room. Proud of our team. Congratulate Florida State. Those guys. We had them down a couple times, and they showed the heart of a champion themselves today. The way they fought back, and really took advantage of some mistakes that we made, but our guys. It's just a game of plays. Two good teams playing each other, and we just made a few more plays than they did. We're 4-0, and the biggest thing that I saw today was our team expected to win. And, I've talked a lot about the culture and what we've been trying to do for 2 years here. And that's the expectation that we have to have. And our guys expected to win. And it didn't matter what. Lord knows we made a million mistakes. We had enough mistakes to lose 3 games. But our guys have a resiliency, and that goes back to your culture, your belief in what you're trying to do, and believing in each other. Not just believing in yourself, but believing in each other that somebody's going to have your back. And this team has each other's back. They got the coach's back. They've got each other's back, and it's been something different from this team. I'm just really proud of them, and the fact, again, that they had that expectation. I tried to put a nail in the coffin at the end of the game, and I'd do it 50 times again because I got confidence in our defense, and I wanted to show confidence in our defense. First of all, we got to make it, and we had a good call, and we didn't get it. But I felt like our defense could hold them, and to see them in the game the way they did was just awesome. Last week, the offense won it in the fourth quarter. This week, the defense closed it out, and then we were able to basically take a knee, with the exception of a little air ball right there at the end of the game, and just can't say enough about our players. This win, again, puts us in the driver's seat. That's really all it does. We want to try to keep it about us. We want to try to control our own destiny, so this was a huge win from that regard. We got a long way to go, and our goals are bigger than 4-0. We're still trying to get better as a team. Golly, we're still making a lot of mistakes. But we're finding a way to win, and it's a lot easier to correct those mistakes coming off a win. So I'm excited about getting back to work Monday morning and trying to see if we can get better. One of the things that we didn't do a great job of last year was win on the road. So we're going to take this show on the road this week into a very, very difficult place. And as we continue through this schedule that they've given us. But I'm proud of our guys. I think that's 5 times in a row now that we've beaten FSU here in the Valley. But we got to stay focused. And one of the things I told our players is, there's a great quote from Babe Ruth, and that is, yesterday's home runs won't win today's game. So, we got to go back to work. We got to refocus. We got to stay committed to the process that's gotten us to 4-0. We got to stay humble. We got to stay hungry. And just like they've refused to listen to all the negative and the naysayers, and because let me tell you, there's been plenty of that since last January. They've refused to listen to all that stuff. And they've instead chosen to listen to the right things and to believe in each other and go to work. It's just as important that they don't listen to all the, oh, well, you're great and this, and that. All right, you just got to stay humble, stay hungry. We ain't done anything. We're 4-0, and, people might – last week we were on the radar, but we were just a UFO, unidentified flying object. People might know that we're Clemson now, and maybe somebody's going to say something nice about us, but it doesn't matter until December. That's the only time it matters, so don't ask me about ranking or any of that stuff, because my answer is it just don't matter. It's irrelevant. Ask me in December, and I'll give you an answer of what I feel like – feel about our ranking, because it just doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with anything. We're just trying to continue to get better as a team, and our third down today I thought was key. You know, we continue to be a good third down team. Defensively, we did a great job on third down, with the exception, I mean, I think they were 2 of 8, but those 2 were massive plays that led to touchdowns. And so we still got to continue to, you know, try to work to eliminate giving up those chunk plays that are killing us statistically. But just a great win. I'm proud of Rennie. Really just a huge play. You know, we didn't come after him. He just won the matchup. And what a big hit to win the game right there. I mean, that's what you dream about. And here's a fifth-year senior who's really been through a lot in his career at Clemson. And to see him rise up and take it over was just awesome. So, again, really proud of our team. I'm proud of Spencer Benton. You know, I thought he stepped up today. And, you know, did a good job punting the ball with Dawson Zimmerman banged up. Doesn't seem like it's major serious, but, you know, I won't really know for sure until tomorrow when I talk to you guys. Looked like Nuke kind of tweaked his ham a little bit. But you know, we'll see what the extent of it is tomorrow. But other than that, you know, we tried to gut it out. I'm proud of Andre Ellington. He tried to gut it out all day. He wasn't 100%. It was probably obvious that he wasn't. But he was trying to be a great leader for us and had some good plays. But a great win. Taj Boyd, I think he's the first quarterback in the history of the school to have, you know, 3 or more touchdowns in 4 straight games. Is that right? Second quarterback.
He's the first to have, correct, 4 straight games, 3 more, but he's the second to have consecutive 300-yard passes.
Yeah, you know, and he got rattled a little bit today, and what was good to see was how he responded. Obviously, it was a boneheaded play where we gave him a gift touchdown, but it's about the next play. It's what do you do? I mean, adversity is inevitable. It's what do you do when it comes? And, you know, he just gathered himself up, went back to work, and made some big plays. Sammy Watkins is, you know, it's hard to have an answer for that guy. He's something special. But, you know, we got a lot of guys. Dwayne Allen, that third down catch that he made was maybe the play of the game. That might be the play of the game right there. So really proud of all those guys for stepping up. And with that, we'll take your questions.
Coach, you talked about confidence in your defense. At that 4th and short decision, that was at the forefront of your mind?
Yeah, I thought we had great field position. I felt like it was, you know, they got to go get a touchdown. You know, our motto is we win 2 minutes on defense. And, you know, I just felt like that we could hold them. But to be honest with you, I felt like we'd get it. I liked the play call. We talked about it. And, you know, the players, you know, they were confident in the call. Chad was confident in the call, and so was I. And, again, I'd do it 50 times over. I'd do it again. But in the back of my mind, I knew, well, okay, I'm confident in our defense, you know, that we're going to win the game. And so didn't work out. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad now because we got a chance to see our defense rise up. And they'll grow a lot from that experience right there, I promise you. They'll grow a lot. And I can't thank our fans enough. What an awesome atmosphere. The Valley was rocking. And right there at the end of the game, with the game on the line and the defense out there, shoot, don't think that they weren't a factor because they were.
What can you say about your offense today? I mean, going against a much better, much more high-regard defense and doing what they did against Florida State.
Well, I think Florida State was giving up 11 points coming into this game, and we scored 35. I think they were only giving up, I don't know, like 70 yards rushing.
195 total.
You know, so I mean, you know, we did a good job there, but when we have 455 yards, 86 plays, you know, I think that's pretty good. We dominated the time of possession, 35 minutes. They only ran 53 plays to our 86. Again, it goes back to third down, 9 of 17. That's better than 50%. So that's the key stat right there. And I think we were even on the turnover margin today. We had more big plays, and I think we were the least penalized team. And so that's our plan to win. We talk about our plan, execute the plan to win. Starts with effort, great effort. Win the turnover margin. Well, we were even. You know, win the big play margin. We won it. Be the least penalized team. We were. let's eliminate missed assignments. And I had to see the film. We had a few mistakes, but I would say they probably had a few more than we did. So the guys are doing a good job of trying to do the little things right.
It looked like at times Florida State was frustrated because they would think they'd have one thing shut down, whether it be Nuke or Sammy or Andre, and then all of a sudden you get Dwayne Allen for 12 yards over the middle. And as important as that play was, but it was more of it looked like I saw the guys just kind of slapping their hands around. They were sort of frustrated.
Well, we're tough to defend. I mean, we got a lot of weapons. I mean, we got a lot of weapons here, and that's what's making us effective on offense. We have good balance. Taj has been a good runner. I mean, look at Taj. Taj had some. I don't know what his stats were, but probably not good. We have a couple sacks.
15 for 31 net.
Okay. I mean, he had some solid runs, some hidden yardage in there, where he was very productive. Had a couple of good scrambles, and that's what he can do. I mean, he can hurt you, and so I'm really proud of how he's doing as far as running the ball. He had a couple of misses today on his decisions, but for the most part made really good decisions as far as his reads, giving it, keeping it, and did a good job throwing the ball as well. So, just proud of all the guys for stepping up, and we're a tough team to defend because of all the guys that we have, and we got speed. And if you walk up on us, I think we've shown we'll throw it over the top of you, and we ain't afraid to do that. We're going to take what's there, and we missed a few opportunities today, but again, it's all about just finding a way to win the game, and we did.
What do you see about this team that's different, that's allowed it to be more consistent and put together wins against back-to-back ranked teams as opposed to Clemson teams in the past that might not have been able to do that?
Well, we're just a better team. We're 2 years ago we were pretty good. My first year, I mean, we won this division, played for the championship, so and didn't punt. Didn't have one punt in the championship game, not one. I think it's the only time I've ever been a part of a game where we didn't punt. We just, again, it's a process. And I think recruiting, our coaching staff, the attitude, the overall commitment of the players, the fact that they have bought in, they believe, those are all things that have allowed us to be where we are. And we've been working to get here, not just for 4 weeks. We've been working to get here for 2 years. And, we've got a lot of guys on this team that weren't here last year, I just like, what they're doing and how they're complimenting each other. They really believe in each other. We can score. Our special teams have been better, although we didn't protect the punter very well today. I just think that it's just the process that they've been through, some adversity that they've had to grow from, has made them a resilient ball team. And, hopefully they'll continue to fight like that.
So it's fair to say you're not maximizing your offense yet in terms of you had 36 more plays, you held the ball on them, 100 more yards and all that. Yet it comes down to a 5-point game and it's a little edgy there in the final minute. Should you got more out of it is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, man, shoot. First of all, we give them a touchdown. I mean, that Will, my son, would have scored on. We just gave him a touchdown. So, I mean, that's not a good thing to do, but we left a lot out there. I had no doubt about it. I mean, we get the ball on a pick in the red zone and get nothing. We miss a field goal. We had 2 or 3. I was probably the most frustrated part of the game for me was we had about 3 possessions on offense where we didn't bust a grape. I mean, we just couldn't do anything. And that was very frustrating. But, getting the pick by Quandon and getting nothing from it, and then coming right back to open the second half and just give them a touchdown, we had to fight through some adversity. But again, they're a good defense. I think they were about tops in everything statistically coming into this game. So it's not like they're chopped liver, but we scored 35 points. We found a way to get it done. And we could have scored some more today, but we didn't. But we had 5 more than them, and it only takes 1 to win.
How much confidence does the wins against back-to-back quality opponents give you guys going on the road for the first time this year?
Well, I think they'll have a lot of confidence. I mean, it's the first time in 20 years that's happened here, and you know, they're confident. These guys believe. Listen, I mean, you know, there ain't many people out there that believe in Clemson. You know, most people pick against us, except for our local folks here. You know, but they don't listen to that stuff. I mean, they don't listen to all that. They don't pay any attention to it. So they're confident that they can win. They can play with anybody. And they just beat a team that a lot of people picked to win the national championship. I would say they probably had a bunch of people pick them to win the national championship this year. And they just beat them. You know, so they just beat the team that won the national championship last year. So, yeah, they should be confident. They can play. But, you know, we shouldn't be, I mean, we shouldn't brag about what we've done, but we shouldn't apologize for it either. You know, we're not a great team. We're far from it. We've found a way to win. They're playing well for each other. But we are far from a championship team right now. You know, we'll see where we can go. But we're still making too many mistakes. And but they're confident. You don't win a game like that without being confident that you can get it done.
Do you believe that teams have to learn to deal with success? Because
Yes.
every time you win, it just makes that next game that much bigger right on down the road.
There's no question. And that's one of the things I told them. They've refused to listen to the negative. It's just as important that you refuse to listen to Heather when she writes about how great Taj Boyd is. It's just as important that you refuse to listen to that, too. Because all of that stuff is irrelevant. It has nothing to do with the game. We got to play the game on the field, whether somebody thinks you're worth a darn or they don't. You have to line up and play. Stay focused on the process of preparation. Come in here Monday at 6:30. We're going to go in them staff rooms and wipe the boards clean and start over. And nobody cares that you're 4-0 when we go to Blacksburg. You go up there and you lay an egg, well, guess what? You know, they're going to be writing bad things about you again. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, that stuff's irrelevant. And they've done a good job of blocking out all that noise. And it's just as important. Handling success is probably more important, to be honest with you. You got to stay humble, stay hungry, you know, continue to praise your teammates, lift your teammates up, and, you know, we'll just keep playing.
From an in-house standpoint, how important is it to have this kind of momentum heading up to Blacksburg next week?
Well, I think it's great for them. Certainly better than being 1-3, going to Blacksburg, or 2-2. It's good. I mean, you know, they're undefeated. I don't know how many undefeated teams are out there, but I mean, it can't be that many. You know, so they're one of them, and they're going to fight with everything they got. I promise you to try to find a way to win this one. And we know. Listen, I mean, I got all the respect in the world in Virginia Tech. They're the best team in this conference. They're the ACC champ. We got the schedule of champions, and here we just keep just rolling along here. There was probably a lot of people out there that said it was unrealistic for Clemson to be 4-0 right now. It was unrealistic to be able to make it through this schedule. But, you know, our guys, they don't believe that.
Coach, you satisfied with the speed of the game? I saw in the second series you were on the sideline.
Yeah, I thought they got tired. I thought we had them. I thought we had them off balance, and I thought they were tired. And we were really wanted to press them. I could see it in their body language, and you know, they kind of got a little wind in their sails in that second half after that touchdown. But and we had to really overcome it and fight through it. But yeah, we had 86 plays, but at times the tempo was very good. And then we were trying to stay aggressive but be smart there at the end as well.
Anything else?
They almost entirely went away from the run. I guess maybe you took it away from them, if you want to say that. They only ran the ball 15 times in the game, and that's after coming out kind of looking at a wildcat formation.
Yeah.
At the same time, your rushing average wasn't all that much better than theirs, but you kept plugging away.
Yeah.
49 carries is a lot for a team that's not averaging 3 yards a carry. Can you talk about how important that is to what you do on offense as a whole?
Yeah. Well, we probably lost a few yards on that somewhere along the way. But the third down, I mean, that's the key for us. I mean, they only had 53 plays, you know, to our 86. So I think that's the key stat of the game. They were not able to stay on the field, and we were, you know, because of third down. And that's the whole stat right there to answer that question. But it was important. And, you know, we're going to be patient. I mean, we're not going to give up on the run. I think that they had a hard time. You know, once we kind of got settled in on the Wildcat, we had to settle in on a couple of little things they were doing there with a couple tight ends in there. But once we got that resolved, we were pretty confident that we could stop the run. You know, where they made some plays was where the quarterback got outside the pocket a couple times and you know, hit a big play, and then they threw over the top of us another time. We don't make a play on the ball. And then the penalties. I mean, golly, you know, 3rd and 15, and we get a pass interference call. You know, just critical mistakes.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank y'all.